All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So early this morning on ESPN's Get Up, they had Dianna Russini on to break down the free agency sweepstakes between Dalvin Cook and DeAndre Hopkins, talking about team fits and whatnot. And of course, the idea of them playing together. And as we all know, Dalvin Cook hopped on the Adam Schefter podcast and essentially said that this is not only something that he's just, open to, but he's like wanting this to happen. He would love it if he can team up with DeAndre Hopkins and be two late summer signings here for a playoff contender. Now, of course, there are a couple issues with money and, not necessarily every team that needs a wide receiver needs a running back. So it's going to be a tough situation to find a team willing to drop a lot of cash on DeAndre Hopkins that needs a wide receiver, and then to turn around and hand out a big money contract to a top tier running back in Dalvin Cook. I don't see a situation where one cashes in and then the other one just signs a cheap 1 year, minimum contract just to play with each other. I don't really envision something like that happening. But anyway, on the episode here, Mike Greenberg asked the question about the New York Jets, are they involved? And Dianna Russini pretty much said everything that we know, which is, hey, the Jets are interested, but Hopkins already has visits completed with the New England Patriots and Tennessee Titans, and the Titans have actually offered a contract. I'm not sure where the Patriots stand, if one has officially been offered yet. But no, in any case, Mike went on to get somebody else's opinion, and Russini kind of like stopped it and said, hold on. Like, I'm not saying that the Jets are out of it here. They are all in. They are open to everything. They will explore everything, not ruling it out. And I think the one thing that's really, really cool is the fact that because the Jets are win now, we're not closing the door on anybody, whether that's a Quan Alexander, who's, maybe a little bit cheaper, coming in at a not so sexy position, right? A weak side linebacker. But at the same time, we can go out and talk about Dalvin Cook and DeAndre Hopkins. Adrian Amos was just brought in. What was it, a couple weeks ago here, week and a half ago. So I think that's the really cool aspect, because when it doesn't matter if it's the Jets or not, whenever a team's in the win now mode, you have to be accountable. You have to do your due diligence on every potential options, whether that's players being waived that's coming up soon. Right, in a couple months, guys are going to just randomly start getting waived. Veteran players, big name players, teams are going to have to make tough decisions on. We're talking about available free agents, trade candidates, stuff like that. Obviously, the elephant in the room is the Aaron Rodgers contract restructure. It is still not done. I almost can't believe it. I'm shocked that it's still up in the air. Rodgers is making just over $1 million for this season, and then next season it's over $100 million. That's obviously going to change, but the question is when. Right, the question is, when is it going to get done? Not only does it just paint more of a clear picture for this offseason and moves that the team can make, but it also answers some questions about next season's situation, right? When we're looking at multi-year contracts, all these restructured deals. I mean, Joe Douglas is pushing all this money into the future. Where are the Jets going to stand next season? How much are the Jets going to owe him then in 2024? How about in 2025? Right, so there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of questions here. I just want this restructure done. I feel like once that is done, now all of a sudden we're going to have a better idea on what's available to offer this season to free agents, because let's be honest, it's a little tough knowing that the Miami Dolphins are interested in Dalvin Cook. The Patriots are interested in DeAndre Hopkins. The Bills are interested in both players. We're hearing rumors of the Chiefs being involved, right? I mean, this is direct competition to the New York Jets. If money is the issue, if the Jets want Dalvin the same as the Buffalo Bills or the Miami Dolphins, and it literally comes down to money, that's it's going to be a tough pill to swallow, right? Let's just say, hypothetical situation, news breaks later today, right? Dalvin Cook is signing a 1-year contract with the Buffalo Bills. A report comes out saying that the Bills were able to offer just a little bit more money, and he chose them over the competition, knowing that the Jets were a real option. I don't think it'll get to that point. I think because of the sense of urgency within the Jets organization, they're not going to let a guy like that slip through their fingertips. But at the same time, we have to look at the numbers. And, although the Bills are sitting right now around like $4 to $6 million in cap space, and the Jets are at 23, 24, you have to assume that a lot of that 23 or 24 million will be absorbed by the Aaron Rodgers restructure. Now, we could say, well, hey, hold on a second, because Quinnen Williams is here on his 5th year, we can extend him, get that done, and lower his number this season and push more of that into the future. Totally realistic, totally doable for sure. But where do we stand with the Quinnen deal? That's another big, that's a problem in and of itself. I'm assuming it's going to get done before training camp. It better get done before training camp. The Jets have months and months and months to figure it out, and it just seems like the longer they wait, the more expensive this deal is going to be. We're seeing the market is set. Quinnen wants to be here. The Jets want him back. He fits the system. Has worked with the coaching staff. He's coming off the best season of his career, all-pro season, one of the best defensive tackles in football, entering his prime now. Let's re-sign him. To me, a homegrown player, it's not that big of a debate, in my opinion. The last thing that the Jets can do to move some serious money around is to restructure Corey Davis's contract, right? Obviously, we've heard it from Saleh multiple times that Corey Davis will be on the Jets roster this season. He's not expecting him to go anywhere. They want him back. They really, really like him. And if we think back to when the Jets initially signed him to that 3-year contract, this is somebody that the Jets chose over so many good receivers in the free agency market. Corey Davis was the first to go. The Jets had their choice between all of them, and they handpicked Corey Davis out of them all. And again, he's expected to be here. So you can look at the contract and say, well, hey, if he's going to be on the squad, let's see if he's down to restructure his contract. Again, push more money into the future. I don't really like being in this situation, but hey, if it means Super Bowl this season, let's do it. It's just a couple $1 million. Push it into the future. Let's worry about it then. A Super Bowl is the ultimate goal here. We all know this. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Again, Dianna Russini did not rule it out. In fact, she kind of enforced the idea that, hold on a second, the Jets are all in. They will explore every single option. If the Jets weren't serious, if the Jets weren't really a real option, nothing like that would have been said. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.